What's up? I'm here with Portno, and we are setting up the new Harbor Freight light. So I can actually see what I'm doing out here at night. I've gathered a pile of tools here. That I've scavenged from around the garage. And I'm going to be working on a bike a little bit. Also going to be trying to clean up a little bit so I can be more effective at working on the bikes. Clean up just enough so I can move around. But not so much that it no longer looks like Fang's garage. Pretty sure I just attempted to throw away all the hardware and stuff. Or I just didn't dump it out. Should I read the directions on how to hang out the shop light? I don't think so. I think I could manage to figure it out. The plan is to put up a couple hooks on the ceiling, on the garage door, and then make it so I can just take the light down and then put it up as needed. That. There we go. All right. Just going to. Might be a nicer hook if I use their supply hook. Figure out where I'm going to hang this. Probably hang it right here. That'll probably be the easiest. Because if I try and hang it here, well, I guess I could put it like that, but it'd be easier if I could just.
Opioid addiction gets between you and what you love.
What?
Once monthly Sublocade may help you move forward in your recovery.
Or maybe I could do it like
with
this.
Counseling and psychosocial
And do two of them.
support treats moderate to severe opioid addiction in adults started on an oral dose of buprenorphine or already on buprenorphine.
I guess I could do that.
Sublocade is just one dose that lasts.
I'll try and do it like this.
No complete
This would be the
detox
easiest.
requirement. Buprenorphine
The
should be started after
holes
the
for
first
this
signs
light
of withdrawal.
are
Sublocade may cause
way out
harm or
here,
death
so-
if injected in a vein. As an opioid, it may cause serious
And they
life-threatening
are
breathing problems. Ask
very
about naloxone
concerned
for
that I
opioid
might be
overdose.
addicted
Get
to
emergency
opioids.
help right away if you're faint, dizzy, sleepy, confused, have problems breathing, seeing,
But right now I'm not.
or if naloxone is given. Don't take with other
Who knows?
opioids, benzos, alcohol, or other
Crystal
drugs,
Martinez,
including street
a
drugs.
vet.
This can cause severe drowsiness,
Crystal?
decreased awareness, breathing problems,
So the
coma,
Germany
and death. In
Shepherd.
emergencies, tell
What's
medical
up?
staff you're on
What's your
Sublocade
German
for
Shepherd
opioid
doing?
dependence. This isn't a full
Is he
list
checking
of
out this
risks
guy?
and side effects. Talk to your doctor and read
Oh
patient
my
label for more
gosh.
information. If you or a loved one is struggling with opioid addiction, visit Sublocade.com.
Okay.
One of the best parts for me about being
Let
a
me
web
just
member
visit
is
Sublocade
Webshop's
real
ordering
quick.
platform is fantastic. We have a lightning
And all right. I got a prescription. Perfect. It's on the way. Uh-oh. Okay.
Hi, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I've had just about long enough not hearing about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That you want to do something big.
Gotta have my Arnold fix.
People say you're crazy, you can never do it. I think that's the very thing.
That's probably the very thing that makes me hang up shop lights.
I really get hungry.
I really want to hang up shop
I
lights.
really get to try it.
When someone says I shouldn't.
Well, when I went to America and I got into acting, everyone wanted me to change my name because people started saying Schwarzenschnitzel and Schwarzenheimer Flemington. Nobody could pronounce it.
I always thought maybe I should change my name. My last name is Schwarzenegger.
Complaining about everything about me.
Yeah, people always complain about it.
Say it's a strange body.
They're like, are you related to him? I'm like, no, I'm not. It's just a weird last name. I wish I had one of those gator sockets where they show you putting on like a hook with like a socket, and you know that thing breaks like as soon as you use it. The gator grip, that's what it's called. You know who probably has one of those? Gator grip sockets? Schwarzenegger. He probably has a dozen of them. What do I even do with these things? I don't even use gator grip sockets. Alright. Do a little test fit. A little test fitty. I think they go on like so. If I remember correctly. I do have another one of these lights hanging up, so that'd be nice because it said you can just daisy chain it together. Let me just use my shoulder as another arm to hold this up. Nice. This should provide a little more light. I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I'll put hooks. Maybe I could put a couple of hooks in a couple different spots so I can move it around if need be. I don't know if need will be. I can unhook it. Nice. Watch, now the little hook thing is going to go bye-bye. It's going to like fall inside the light or something dumb like that. Alright, I can already tell what's going to happen. This little tiny hook thing would have fallen inside the shop light and been lost forever. And I'm like, oh great. I have to take this entire shop light apart. Now I know why it was $22 at Harbor Freight. Now I know why Harbor Freight doesn't have the 20% off coupons like they used to. For the free flashlight. It's a good flashlight. With the magnet. You guys will be able to see all sorts of aspects of the projects. I got. Oh! Did you like seeing that screwdriver almost hit me in the face? Was that entertaining? Are you not entertained? I cannot remember what I was saying. Let's try this out. Put little hooks on there. Cool. Let me get this thing plugged in. Let me see what my child needed. She walked out here. Realized I was... Time machine? What's going on here, Patrick? Are you talking about Courtney over there? She's just chilling. She constantly disapproves of the stuff I'm doing in the garage.
That feeling when Capital One helps you easily manage your money. Check your credit score like
That I don't.
and redeem
Don't look at that.
rewards with a tap.
Or that.
So dinner is no longer up in the air, thanks to the Capital One app.
Or him. Or all that stuff.
Friday.
Oh, I gotta bust these things out.
90s pop theme. Manuel, I'm something of a
Does anyone have any leaves that I could borrow?
What's this? Brad wants a plan to reach a new quarterly target.
What?
And he wants it by Friday?
Friday? Freaking
Try to throw me
impossible,
off my
Brad.
karaoke game. Not gonna happen.
Does anyone have any leaves that I could borrow? I don't live in an area where there's leaves, but I have this
Perfect.
spooky bags, spooky leaf
Let's put
bags.
this out.
Is that stripes?
What's next?
What do you mean stripes?
Let's update my outreach messaging.
What the heck is up with this
Something
14-minute long commercial?
engaging.
Give me 1 second. I gotta go see. I am needed. Not needed. You know what has been bothering me? This little toy, all right? I got this from the swap meet for $1. And it just sits there and it just... Is this what we're trying to teach our children about this? But yeah, I was thinking it would be kind of fun to see what's inside of this little animatronic toy. If you have children that are watching, tell them not to watch me cut open this toy. I just want to see what's inside. This is for science. You know what? This knife is not going to cut it. It's too gigantic. Let me just... Hold on. Harbor Freight, you have your purpose sometimes, I guess. And one of the things I always grab from Harbor Freight is essentially the candy bar of going to Harbor Freight. If you go to Harbor Freight, you already know that I'm about to be busting open. You already know what I'm going to be opening, and that is the thing that's right next to the register, along with the extremely cheap batteries that never work. It's this thing, all right? A little X-Acto knife that is super dangerous. It will bust open and slice your hands open. So I'm going to use this to cut open this toy and just see what it looks like inside. I promise I am not Sid from Toy Story grown up. I'm convinced I could do something cooler with this toy than it sitting here shaking its butt for my toddler children. And you know what? My daughter, she copies everything. I've heard her singing. I heard her singing songs off the radio where I was like, we cannot listen to the radio songs anymore. This is crazy. She was singing like Promiscuous Girl. And I was like, who's even listening to that song right now? That song's been off the radio for how long now? Who's listening to freaking Promiscuous Girl? And why is my freaking 3-year-old look what they did. Why'd they make the butt cheeks brown? Is that anatomically correct for a sloth? That's what this thing is supposed to be, a sloth. I mainly just want to get to his eyeballs. I just want to see what his eyes look like. That's it. I thought it'd look really cool with no skin around his eyes. So, again, this is not normal for my channel. I'm not normally cutting apart children's toys. Oh, no, there's one right behind the camera that I did cut apart. Baby panda toy. But that one is to be fixed. This one I'm just cutting apart because I was like, man, I'm not teaching my child. Oh, it's been on the... There's a little secret button back here. In case you have this toy, I don't recommend having this for a child. Teaching your child how to shake its buttocks. If you do have the toy, there's a secret switch back here that I did not know about. It's been on the Try Me feature this whole time. Oh no. Now he's really shaking it. Look at that. That's the motor actuation. And now one of his eyes is not working. Yeah, exactly. These are gorilla cheeks. Like, why did they make them a different color? They're underneath the blue Maybe there's a gorilla version of this, and they're using it for both. Who knows? I don't know who thought like, hey, you know what? Let's make a child's toy where it's a sloth, and they're like, okay, that sounds cool, and it shakes its butt, and like, okay, good, yeah, that's good. So apparently someone thought that was a good idea at whatever toy company this is. I mean, maybe there's a market for it, but not for my kids. I thought, oh, this is kind of funny. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, just cut this toy to pieces. I was going to throw it in the trash. And I was like, let me take the batteries out of it first. And I was like, you know what? I don't want some poor little child somewhere in some country digging through a tanker full of trash to come across this butt-shaking sloth toy. I'd rather just see what's going on with it underneath and see what it's really about on the inside. Okay, now it's doing the Katy Perry thing. Weird. All right, I pretty much had enough. Again, if anyone has any... Okay. If anyone has any dead leaves, preferably autumn-colored leaves, I would appreciate it. I will take them. Feel free to send them to my house. My home address is down in the description. Again, my home address down in the description. Feel free to just go ahead and send me a bag of dead leaves, and I will fill up these spooky leaf bags. And they'll probably be here in time for Halloween. I still have to make the Halloween costumes, and I'm doing this instead. You see what I've resorted to? He can still survive. I'm gonna hold him by the cheeks. I'm holding him by the butt cheeks. All right, well, that's pretty much it. That's the extent of the movement. So I will try and figure out something to do with this later on. But for now, I have to dispose of these arms and legs. Oh, gosh. And, are you uncomfortable, Scope? Sorry. If you think you're uncomfortable, just imagine my neighbors. They don't even know that I'm filming this. To the best of their knowledge, I'm just out here doing this right now by myself. No one has any idea. Oh, the push broom camera almost down for the count. Okay, back to the light. All right, let me get this light situation squared away. Again, you guys are on the push broom cam, so this thing is mounted to a push broom. It's on the ceiling. And this song is not going to cut it. Go ahead and skip that. All right. Let's see if this could just plug right into this one. I think it should be able to. It's the same kind of light. Let me dangerously climb up onto something, and maybe you guys will see me fall. Follow me. Can't actually follow me, but you can watch me. Back into the dark depths of the cave. What is this? Uh-oh. Battery's running low. Got a chair. Okay. Let me just set this up and see if I can end it. I can end this right now, live. I have done this for too long, and you guys are about to see me freaking plug in a light for once. And also potentially fall. Oh man, there goes Courtney. She's down. And I am about to fall. All right, let me get this crap out of here. I actually was trying to clean up today. Because I do have stuff to work on. I am very excited. I have finally got the EX500 fork seals, and I think they're the right ones. So that means I'll have 3 functioning motorcycles. 3 of 8 will be rideable, at least. Oh, nice. See that? Ooh. Got some light. Now, you guys can be, I don't know, a little less uncomfortable, I guess. It's kind of not my thing. That's pretty very uncomfortable. On edge, really, is a preference, but if we have to light it up, why you skull him? Oops. 2 bottles of whiskey. That right there? Is that what you look like after 2 bottles of whiskey? Because she's only had a couple of shots. The gremlin? He's looking like, whoa, what is he working on tonight, dude? What is he gonna be doing tonight? I'm working on a light. Why? All right, you guys are mounted on the CB750. And right now it is being occupied by a werewolf hand and this guy right here. So he looks like he's had a few, huh? Oh boy. Oh my gosh, I do need to clean this area out. This is getting crazy. That looks pretty cool with the cord. Yeah, Courtney's had a few, and it's understandable. We've been working on a lot lately, a lot of late nights. Dang, oh my gosh, I can totally see what I'm doing now. Pretty cool. All right, let me just get her. Oh, sorry about that. As you can see, I have accumulated a pile of parts. The plan is to clean up a little bit, get this CB750 out, and then I can work on the EX500 forks a little bit and get that done. That way I can move that bike around and work on the show head.
Getting your flu shot at CVS matters.
I'm not getting no dang flu shot.
Because we'll work around the most important schedule.
You lost your mind if you thought I was getting no dang flu shot. The only thing I'm getting is a dang shot of gasoline.
Tasha is crushing.
Or into that CB750 carburetor.
In the Wells Fargo app. She
And
knows
I'm definitely not getting no dang Wells Fargo app.
Too. However you make money work.
Out of your mind if you thought I... You seriously think I was going to get a Wells Fargo app? You really think I was going to get a Wells Fargo app? Because I'm not. Sorry guys, I should have flipped the camera around. Oh, come on, man. Neighbor's trying to sleep. It's only 10:32, man. Plus, look, you really think the neighbors are going to sleep knowing that this rigid frame is just sitting out here, not being worked on? I'd be tossing and turning in my bed if I knew that was going on. Everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks that I'm trying to get someone to put lotion on their skin, and I'm not. This guy is right here. This guy loves to get people to put lotion on their skin. See this? This is a weird box. I guess I could open it. Any guesses on what's in here? Human skin? Anyone? It is actually... Oh, that's you. I don't know. I know it's a spider. I have no idea what it is. I got this in like a thrift store a long time ago. And it's got these holes in it at the top right here. I don't know if it's like an thing or a charm or something, or if it's haunted. Ever since I bought it, all this inanimate objects started moving in my house. All these weird noises started going on. And yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why. I highly doubt it's from all the dead animals and this stuff. I highly doubt it. But who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. It's not messed up, dude. Also, I pretty much know where everything is at. Like, almost everything. Almost. I'm doing basically a tool roll call. And I'm like, every tool has to come to this pile. And I am going to sort you out somewhat. Because there's so many tools laying around, I can't even work on the stuff. And I have 8 motorcycles that need my attention. And they're not going to fix themselves. Kind of regretting putting all my screwdrivers way over on the side of the garage. Needs to be in like a drawer. I'm also kind of regretting buying a Sony Explode in cassette. Hold on, the push broom is falling. Again, this is not on a push broom. It's hanging from the ceiling. I kind of regret buying a Sony Explode CD cassette player in the year 2025. A little bit. This thing weighs probably about 45 pounds. Does it have lights in the subwoofer in the middle? Of course it does. But you know what? I was born in '88, and this is a Sony Explode portable boombox. So the lady wanted $20 for this, and I was like, dude, it legit works. It lights up. Do you think I'm lying? Do you think it doesn't light up? You think it doesn't? You know what this is? It's a cassette I'm about to drop on the floor, but do you see what it is? It's Metallica, all right? If you think that this Sony boombox does not work and it doesn't play cassettes, guess what? You might be right. I haven't used it in a little bit, but let's see. Oh, gotta turn it on. Of course. Of course. It takes 45 C batteries, and it'll cost you approximately $39.99 per minute to use this thing. And as you can see, one of those C batteries, it's a Harbor Freight battery. So there's about a 75% chance that it won't work. Oh, but look. Oh my gosh. You hear it? Of course you hear it. It's still working. It's a cassette player. It's a CD player. It's a Sony Explode. All right? Enough. I've proved my point. I wasn't lying. It works. All right? People still listen to cassettes. Okay? They still listen to them in the year 2025. Do they listen to them often? No, because it sounds like kind of like crap. But in the event that some crazy crap goes down, guess what? I'm still listening to Metallica. Are you? I have a cassette player, and it's running off of C batteries. I can go down to Dollar Tree, take every C battery they have, and it'll last me about 2 hours. So I'll be listening to Metallica for the last 2 hours as Earth is destroyed. Point proven. Okay, back to what I was saying. Let me get this thing up here. Old light. Guess what, old light? We don't need your primitive old light technology right now. I will definitely need you in the future, but not right now. I was so excited to get these hung up in the garage. These lights and extension cords and stuff. I was like, man, getting this place all locked down. I'm getting this place more locked down than this thing right here. If you're a kid and you found one of these, maybe in the garage, I'm gonna guess you played with it for about 4 years. Oh, just knocked over the oxyacetylene tanks. That's good. This place is about to blow up. Last time I did a live stream, not the last time. Actually, last time I did a live stream, somebody said, hey, you cut me off on the freeway and almost killed me and my cousin. And I apologize. If you're watching this, again, my bad. I don't know how I almost killed you though, because I was on my motorcycle when you said I did that. So, unless you and your cousin were walking on the freeway, in which case you probably shouldn't do that. But yeah, somebody said that I almost hit them with my motorcycle when I cut them off. Which, I don't know. I live in California. Maybe I was lane splitting, possibly. Who knows? But yeah, the time before that, it's pretty cool. There's so many people watching the stream that it said, hey, you cannot actually let anyone else, no one else can watch it. You have to get more subscribers in order for anyone else to watch it, which is pretty cool. That was the first time that ever happened. So to everyone watching, thanks. I'm going to get a couple more things cleaned up. And then I am going to work on one of the bikes. Let's see. Oh yeah, work on the fork tubes for the EX500. Get those done. The fork seals all finished. That'll be cool. This is the new home for the peanut tank. The $20 peanut tank. I don't know where I'm running out of space for parts and stuff. So I've decided to become very generous with my friends. And my buddy told me the other day, I said, hey, do you have any tools yet, dude? And he said, no. I said, hey, you know what, Andres? And if you're watching, Andres, you're about to get a bunch of free tools, my friend. I said, you know what, buddy? I got a bunch of extra toolboxes. And I got a bunch of extra tools, and guess what? You're about to get some free tools, buddy. I'm gonna hook you up with a little tool starter set. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab, I have a couple Kennedy toolboxes. I have, when I say a couple, I mean probably about 10.
California, the whole nation is counting on you.
Okay. Are they counting on me to give my friends some free tools? Because if so, I'm about to fulfill every Californian's wish.
In their tracks. Return your ballot today.
Okay.
Vote yes on 50.
All right. Nobody cares about that right now. Yeah, so I'm going to hook him up with a Kennedy toolbox. I find Kennedy toolbox, machinist toolboxes all the time at the swap meet. So I'm going to give him one. And I'm going to fill it up with some tools. And he will be like, oh, yeah. That's what friends are for. Do you guys have any friends like that? That do stuff like that? If not, better start making some new friends. Oh, nice. The boss? Yeah, heck yeah. Gary Sharp. Which motorcycle? I'm Jima Gayome. Harley. Okay. So this is the Ultima right here. Let me give you guys a quick little bike tour. I got this helmet the other day, $20. Let me show you the motorcycles that I have right now, real quick. Let me put on my tour light. All right, so we have the Ultima 127. This is a 2089cc Evo style engine. This is a 1977 CB750. I got this one recently, and I'm just working on it and getting it running better. I got this rigid frame for a big twin from Temple Chopper up at the Long Beach Cycle Swap for $100. This is the bike that I'm going to be working on tonight. This is the EX500, and I am replacing the fork seals so it doesn't have the forks on there. This is a Le Mans exercise bike, least used bike that I have. Oh man, Tex is back. He keeps talking about Aaron Spencer. I don't know who that is. This is a Kawasaki Vulcan 900. This one, I'm going to probably be working on some of this tonight for making some parts for the gas tank. This is the Yamaha Roadstar 1600 chopper that I ride pretty much every day. And then this is the BMW K1100 LT that I just got running. And then this is the pit bike that is currently being ridden by the armless skeleton. This is the SSR 150 that I just got running for my buddy also. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have this one. If you're talking about the Harley, this is the one. The shovel head, if this is one you're talking about, this bike is pretty much free now. I think I paid $200 total invested. Oh, thanks, Tex. Yeah, I paid essentially, right now I have $200 into this. So it has matching numbers on the frame and the engine. And these are essentially all the parts I have for it. Just the engine, transmission, the frame, swing arm, the chrome swing arm. This is a belt swing arm. And I also have some forks that I'm going to put on it. Some Springer forks. Look at this. KZ1000 fairing. This used to be on my Roadstar, but I took it off. I gotta put this on a vest sometime. This is sick. Big old patch. Yeah, those are all the bikes that I have right now. I gotta get rid of these forks. I'm gonna sell these forks for dirt cheap. If anyone knows anyone that needs some wide glide forks, I'm gonna sell these for like $100. And I think that like 90% of the parts are there. I just don't like the way it looks. I don't like this billet. I don't know. I don't really like that. But yeah, those are all the bike projects that I have right now. I also have a, what do you guys think of the light? Oh, huh? I also have a 1988 Suzuki Savage that is not here, as well as a XS650 engine, three-phase XS650 engine. It's actually a big bore, I think XS750 engine. So I haven't even put that engine in a frame yet. But yeah, those are all last priority type stuff. Right now, I'm going to be making a video, I think, about the Roadstar this Friday. And then, oh, I got to use this. Can't forget that. Probably make a Roadstar video going into more depth about all the components that I made on it. And then, yeah, I'm going to start sanding down this frame right here, this rigid frame that I got from Temple Chopper. This thing, it looks like pretty much like I'll have to get it repaired somewhere. I think it's beyond my abilities. At least I don't have like a real good frame jig. I have one from, I think it's Chop Source. I have their frame jig, but it's not like a very, I don't know. I guess it's not really a technical frame jig, so I don't want to like chance it with that, you know? But yeah, right now, I just took out the BMW fuel filter, fuel pump, change that out. Now the BMW is running, and that is a sick bike. You know what? I thought it was like old touring bike. I wasn't a fan. Now I am like, I'm hooked. I'm a BMW girl now. Let me show you this new feature that I found out on the BMW today. And I was like, oh my gosh, this makes it, for some reason, makes it 10 times cooler. Oh, what's up, Redskin Garage? What the heck? Those are cool little emoticons. What are you working on at Redskin Garage? You working on any motorcycles? You have any special guests? She's regular. Check this feature out on the 1994 BMW K1100. This is sick. All right. Put the key in. There's a weird little key, folding key. This key in here. Turn it. Been reading up on this. Press the ABS light. It'll stay off for 5 minutes. That's literally what it says in there. But yeah, I'm gonna press this button right here. Check this out. Look at this. I'll give you a side view. This is a windshield. It's literally like a transformer. Check it out. I'll get one back here so you can see it hopefully a little better. Look at that. It looks like the freaking dinosaur on Jurassic Park when its yells come out. Oh my gosh, so freaking sick. Let me make sure this thing will still start up. Press the kill switch off. Start the fuel pump. And yeah, try and start it. Oh yeah, it said to pull the clutch a little bit when trying to start it while it's cold. I was reading the owner's manual today. Let me put you on this other bike. Start this thing up. Make sure it'll still start. Nice. Starts right up. Oh, hey, what's up, Fang? Smooth. Yeah, this thing will start it up pretty easy now. All right. Tonight's not a riding night. Tonight's a working on the bikes night.
I used to spend way too much money on takeout. That is all before I learned about
I've been working on bikes more than I have been.
It's a free browser extension that automatically finds savings for me while I shop online. Whether I'm ordering dinner in from places like Uber Eats or Grubhub,
the BMW, it is a K1100
shopping extension
LT. Show you right here. K1100.
Don't we want to see all the craziness?
LT. It's a touring bike. I got it for $100.
Hit out on my life. But doesn't matter what I'm about.
$100 in exchange. I'm helping my friend fix this bike. And also the little pit bike. The one that the skeleton is on. The dirt bike. So I just got to clear this out real quick and put it away. And then I'll be able to move this out and work on those fork seals. Get those done. I don't think it'll take that long. But I've been wanting to do that for a while. I just bought this swing arm for the shovel head. And now I'm like, well, I don't even know if I'm going to use it. Yeah, that BMW is a sleeper. It seems like an old man bike, but when I was riding it yesterday, I was like, man, this thing is fast. All right, let me grab a little sip of water. I feel like I'm gonna die. semi-concerning. Inside the house smells like gasoline, but it is my house, so, well, not my house, but I do rent the place, so not too unexpected. My gosh, this place with a freaking light. The only thing I don't like is you guys can see that I gained a couple of pounds back since I've lost weight. The eggnog is already in stores, guys. It's like $4.88 at Albertsons for a whole thing of eggnog, a big old jug of it. And guess what? I'm almost 100% sure that I'm the only one that drank that whole entire bottle of eggnog already. And it's not even November yet. I drank the whole thing. I got so excited that I lost all this weight that I was like, you know what? I can treat myself. Have a little bit of eggnog. And I had too much. A little too much. All right. This is my tool cleaning mix. In case you guys are wondering, in case you want to download it, it's on my iPod playlist on the Apple Store. $72.99 subscription per week for this playlist. A good one. Is that still a thing? Apple Music, where you pay $1 for a song? I haven't tried to buy music in so long. All right, I'll probably need this, huh? Probably need this. As a matter of fact, I need that. Eggnog is good, even better in a milkshake. Ooh, I haven't tried that. Eggnog milkshake, that sounds delish. Come on, Redskin, you're gonna make me freaking gain all the weight back. Eggnog milkshake. Well, it'll be worth it. The way I see it is, you know, it gets a little bit colder in the wintertime. So I think it's my body trying to tell me, hey, you know what? When you're riding around in your Santa costume, you gotta look the part, dude. You can't be no poser. Somebody asked me if I made my vest or if I bought it like that. Should I be what? Dude, the only time you should be touching your caulking is if you're repairing your bathtub right now. And if you are, you're in the right spot. Because you know what? I've pretty much got a plumber's crack going on the entire video. If you zoom in. I don't suggest you do, but I support plumbers of all shapes and sizes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to listen to my body, and you know, if I need to put on the extra weight and I have to drink a little bit of eggnog to do it, I'll do it.
James,
no worries, Buster. I'm glad you're here. I was kind of worried that you weren't here.
By tracking spending in the Wells
I was
Fargo mobile
talking to my wife about it, and I was like, hey, she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, nothing. And she's like, what's going on? I said, I haven't seen Buster in the live streams for a while, and I'm kind of worried. And she said, well, is he busy? Like, has he been working? I said, I don't know. I mean, he hasn't talked to me in a while. I haven't seen him. Last time I checked, he was working on some bathroom renovations, and he was really busy with it, and so he wasn't replying to my messages. But I'm glad to see you're here, Buster.
All the text. Instead of sounding like a press release, it sounds like something that's much friendlier.
But yeah, I plan on getting Ford Seals done on the EX500 and then riding that thing. I don't know if I'm going to ride it tonight.
Let's click on accept.
Because that is a very sketchy little bike.
I like that much
if you are 200
feature here is that you're not just limited to
225 pounds and you're riding a little tiny 1990 EX500, and this thing is made for like a young teenager in the 1990s to ride on. It's not made for me to ride on. Some 37-year-old man in 2025. They were not anticipating me riding it, but Buster, yes, Toot says it's edible. It is edible, but you know what? If you don't get the right tub caulking, it does not taste right. It tastes very weird. But yeah, I don't think it was designed for me to be riding around on it at 10:58 at night in San Diego, blasting on the front fork tubes and hoping that it's going to hold them. I don't think they designed it for me. That's my point. So, but that's all right. I'm going to replace the fork seals and see if it does anything and see if it'll fix it. And if it does, guess what? Good enough for me. I got that motorcycle, the EX500, got it for free. All right, that's right. If you guys have any free motorcycles, I would say send them my way, but I don't think that's probably necessarily the wisest thing to say, considering that I have way too many. But if you do have any free motorcycles, let me know. Again, my home address, phone number, all in the description below. My personal email that I use every day is also there, so feel free. Just go ahead and drop me an email, drop me a sub, drop a like. Look at that, 22 likes, pretty good. I probably get about, on average, 10 per video. No, actually, per video I get about one or two. But you know what? I don't really care. This is forcing, right now at this moment, this is forcing me to clean up the garage a little bit, right? Check myself. Just like I tricked myself into losing 84 pounds. I just said, you know what? Actually, I like the way it feels when I'm hungry now. I like it more than I like feeling fat. That's what I did for like a bunch of weeks. I was just like, I'm just not going to eat until I get home. How about that? And then my stomach was like, wait a minute, I'm hungry. And I was like, I don't care if you're hungry, dude. You've been running this show this whole time. You know what? I'm kind of sick of this. So that's what I did to lose all the weight. I just like would eat one meal a day, and that's it. And it was fun. Oh, New Zealand? Oh, I want to go to New Zealand so badly. What do you have that I can ride, Sofa? Yes, it's a new retro wave. If you want to look it up. Like mainly the music I always play is new retro wave. Check out that little puppet thing. You see that? Look at this. You have to get off here. You guys remember this? It's a puppet. You get it? The gross electronic puppet. It's new in the box. But this thing, this remote control Harley Davidson motorcycle guy, not new in the box. Look at this. Here's a review that my mom wrote me on a really nice pillow that she got me for Christmas this last year. Nope, do not. I do smoke the strongest nicotine that I could find, and it is unflavored. And yeah, I pretty much smoke it all day long. I don't recommend doing that because I think my nicotine tolerance is, I don't know, it's non-existent. Like I could never even, smoking a cigarette to me at this point would be like inhaling a tablespoon of cinnamon that's been sitting out in a shed for about 4 years and sitting in the sun for half of the day. That's what a cigarette would feel like to me at this point. No, I just have an insane amount of nicotine and caffeine all day long. Like I can drink, what do I daily ride? I daily ride my Yamaha Roadstar chopper. I don't consider it a chopper, but people always refer to it as a chopper. I've cut things off of the frame. But I have not technically cut the neck or done anything insane like that with the frame, completely modified it in that way. Just cut things off of it and welded a decent amount of things to it. But yeah, I just have, and something strange that I figured out. Well, I guess it's not strange when you think about it. If
With
you
Asana,
are trying to lose weight,
level up your goals,
and you do use a vape
to relevant projects.
Every time you use a vape,
every team knows their role in the bigger picture.
it is
Asana,
got sugar
the
in it.
#1 AI work management platform. Try for free today at asana.com.
Yeah, you are.
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and 24/7 moisture.
You're like if you're trying to intermittent fast and you're using some strawberry lemonade vape first thing in the morning, I'm pretty sure you're inhaling a bunch of sugary oil straight into what? Doing with Taylor Swift? That is not Taylor Swift, right? That is the late, great Courtney Love, right? And she's just monitoring the whole situation. She's just kind of an onlooker. She helps out sometimes. And right now she's just basking in the glory of the light being installed. Because now she can see the truth. And she's not liking it. Yeah, let's install this new top light. So, yeah, she is just monitoring along with the very upset Edgar Allan. No, he's saying no way. This guy, I have no idea. He's just kind of always out of it. And this, obviously, if you like Iron Maiden, you already know. This, that is freaking sick. I love it. Yeah, no way, Jose. Where is Jose, actually? My buddy Jose, he's supposed to go hang out this Sunday. He's SoCal Cycle Swap, and he did not go. Can you guys blow up his personal phone number, his home phone, and ask him? Say, why didn't you go, dude? Especially this guy right here. You'd say, why didn't you go, dude? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my gosh. You should have seen what happened to him earlier. That was not fun. Okay, enough with the nonsense. How is it from New Zealand, man? Easy Rider Mantis, pretty much. I got it from, I can't remember the artist's name now, but I got it from this guy. He always captions it. It says like, draw something objectively rad. And then he drew like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. The next day after I bought that, a praying mantis came and flew into the garage. And after that, like 2 or 3 more came and flew in here. So I was like, it's a sign. It's a sign that I need to start breeding praying mantis and releasing them out into the wild. I'll become Mantis Man. Or the Mantis Kid. I don't know. I guess I'm probably a little old for anyone to be referring to me as the Mantis Kid. But maybe Mantaloid. This sounds kind of dumb. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comment while I sort through all the sockets real quick. These have been rolling around the garage for probably about 2 months now. So I'm sure I'm missing a few. It'll be a miracle if I'm not. Also, I'm not sure. I think I took a lot of these tools out of my actual motorcycle tool roll bag. So, oh gosh. Oh my gosh. That is gonna. I hope that ambulance is coming for me, because that is. My gosh, I literally have to sit down and think about what I ate yesterday, because I either have to go to the doctor today or I have to not eat wherever I ate yesterday. This is insane. It's been like this all day. Like abysmal type of stuff. Like I literally, like deep bowels of shame. That's what I'm feeling. Can I build a Magnum, a Morgan Super 3? I think those are cool. Bad buffet? No, I haven't had a buffet, gone to a buffet in a long time, but it's definitely the same symptoms of a bad buffet. I'm trying to think. I think maybe I went to Panda Express. And if I'm correct on that, then it would totally make sense. Watch a person die on stream. Well, you should have probably tuned in last week. But you can look back at the old live streams and see all the crazy stuff that has happened. But no, unfortunately, not today. We're not going to see anyone die. All right, not unless something crazy happens just by just by accident. All right. But unfortunately, the only thing I'm going to be killing is any sort of small animals that may be unfortunately nearby, or any sort of insects that might be crawling around on the floor while I'm crouched over, unleashing the fury of the honey sesame chicken. That honey sesame chicken, that was freaking good though. I mean, would I do it again? Probably. You know I'm gonna do it again. I can't get away from that honey sesame chicken. Dang, I think I actually have all my tools kind of lined up. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get these fork tubes, the seals replaced on them, and I am hoping and wishing that they are the right ones. Because as per tradition on Fang's Garage, it's always the wrong stuff. Oh yeah, also, in addition to the freaking nicotine, just straight snorting Celsius packets all day long. Just inhale it directly. No water, no nothing, just suck it up. I eat it like a like someone who's being too lazy about like you just go in there and grab a little scoop of some brownie batter. Not even, no eggs, no butter, no oil, no water, no nothing. You just the brownie batter dry. That's like what I do with Celsius packets. Yeah. See? Okay. It's over here. All right. So I also grabbed something at Harbor Freight. I was like, you know what? I haven't bought anything like this from them in a while. And I thought, you know what? It's probably a good deal. Probably not that big of a deal. Not that bad of an investment. I mean, I use it all the time. And to be honest with you, I don't see any problem with spending $1.99 on a new set of picks. I've had the old picks for like, probably, I don't know, 20 years. So what's the point in freaking using those old picks? They're all falling apart. Oh, watch it for, that's where I left Taylor's just at. Oh, my bad, Brett. Also, grabbed a little magnetic parts tray, so hopefully I won't be losing all the little bolts and nuts and everything. I've got to go out and get out the lens crafter soon. It's my contacts are starting to dry out, and it's affecting the way I work on the projects.
Easier than splitting a biscuit.
So, let me just put on my regular human mask. All right. I don't need this stuff now, but I just figured I'd show you guys. Hello there. This, I could probably use this now. I like this for ASMR unboxing. If it's not Pittsburgh, it's not from Harbor Freight. Is that the motto? All right, 11:13 p.m. Got about 4 more hours. Strap in. So basically, in about 13 minutes, I've got the fire juggling going on. That's going to be sick. Also, this exhaust pipe was hanging up on the rafters, and the other week it just decided to fall off and land perfectly on my laptop and smashed the screen. So that was cool. And guess what? It was my wife's laptop. It wasn't my laptop. So my bad, babe. She already knows. But what can you do? All right. So let me just put these last few things away, and then I will. Yeah, I'll put these upstairs so I'm using again. So I say every time I start not being clean, you know what? Actually, I'm going to use this again. Let me just go ahead and put this right here, and then I don't use it again for 3.5 weeks, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even walk through this dang garage anymore. What's going on? I get it, it's Fang's garage, but can't be dang. Can't walk through the garage. Okay. I also need to freaking sort through these dang Legos. Drive me crazy. All right. But you know what? When I do get the garage clean for like 2 days, I'm like, heck yeah. I love it. Also, again, just bought these shocks for the shovel head. What's the point in having the shocks now if I just got a rigid frame for it? Smart. I literally bought the shocks and I was like, found the frame like 30 minutes later. Obviously, there's no take backs. I think these are the quart seals. Okay. And just throw this stuff over here. Something I wanted to get to tonight, but I don't think I'll have time for it, is, what the heck? Here's a parrot out there flying around. Wanted to finish making these templates for the Vulcan, but don't think I will have time. Yeah, there's a flock of parrots flying around at 11 o'clock at night. Weird. All right.
Tasha is crushing it.
Pretty much time to roll this out.
In the Wells Fargo app. She knows if she's crushing her savings goals too. However you make money work, you can work with that.
I don't know if I'll need that.
California, the whole nation is counting on you. Republicans want to steal enough seats in Congress to rig the next election, and we are unchecked power for 2 more years. Prop 50, you can stop Republicans in their tracks. Return your ballot today.
I'm tired of hearing about
yes
this.
on 50.
You need to tell me about something else. You need to tell me about what's going on with all the cool stuff being done. There's no more cool stuff to do. All a bunch of boring stuff that costs too much. You guys, why don't they tell me about eggnog? Why it's coming out so dang early? All right, they're messing everything up. They not realize the kind of infrastructure that's going on with diets right now. People are strategically planning on, you know, they're kind of cutting back a little bit. They're like, hey, you know what? Thanksgiving's coming up. Eggnog's coming up. I'm not going to be able to resist the pumpkin pie. We already know this. And then look what they do. They're like, hey, you know what? It's March. Why don't we come out with eggnog already? Let's start coming out with eggnog in March. How about that? Like, dude, come on. Cut me a freaking break. Can you give me just one little breath, Albertsons? I know the CEO is probably watching right now of Albertsons. Can you give me a freaking break right now? I'm trying my dangest to stay on my diet, and you guys are sitting out here saying, hey, you know what? It's April 3rd. Why don't we start coming out with all the Christmas cookies? Come on. There's people out here that are trying their hardest, like me, and you're messing it up. All right, let me get this stupid CD750 that I wanted so badly that I am totally not working on now. Let me get this thing out of the dang way. How about that? Let me get it out of the gosh darn way. Oh, what is that? Some sort of oil leak? Nice. Nice little surprise, CD750. You're just full of little surprises, huh? I actually like the CV750, but I don't like how I've had the worst luck with finding parts for it and stuff. And also, I heard that this year is not the greatest year. The 77 year, I think they made this year 77 to 78, so it's not like the best year. But I don't know. Let me get this stuff cleaned up so I don't completely ruin the freaking fork seals and the forks, because it's supposed to be a clean area. Nice. Guess I'm getting to clean up all this junk. Also gonna have to dedicate some time to freaking fixing my vehicles because my truck is messed up, my wife's car is leaking coolant. Like, Mr. Fix It. Unless it comes to things like my car. This floor was last swept when this house was built back in 1943. Being swept for the first time. Pretty cool, guys. You guys are here for it live. First time. This is an original. Oh my gosh. Oh, almost threw this out. Can you believe it? Almost threw out the little spray thing for the carpet cleaner. That's like worth $10 street value. Look at the magnetic tray go. Just vanished. Oh well. I used it for about approximately 3 screws and then it's gone. I should start cleaning up this tank. Start redeeming the Ultima. It's been getting neglected for approximately, I don't know, 6 months. I haven't touched it. 6 months of rust. I was like 90% done with the gas tank, and then I was like, and I'll stop. Just completely stop. Also, to be fair, a bunch of things came up, so got fairly busy. But you know what? I got a little 1 week vacation coming up, and I think I'm gonna get a fair amount of things done. Read some of that. Weekend? Where the meth at? Off that go fast weekend. Wait, what? Weekend? If I was tweaking, I wouldn't be 50 pounds overweight still. Maybe that would be. But that is probably the #1 comment that I get. It is a little past 11 p.m. and I'm gonna miss cleaning out the garage and walking on motorcycles. So call it what you want. I mean, to be fair, I do scream in my sleep. So I'm gonna sleep 5 hours a night. So 5 hours so I can get this stuff done. Clean your space? Come on, Gearhead Garage. You know how it is. With 3 kids and 8 motorcycles in a 2-car garage. It's not that easy. That's what this whole entire stream has been about up until this point, is basically me just cleaning. And this is pretty close to cleaning for me. Let's see. Got a bag of rags. Don't want to use that. Guess I'll just use this. Probably never gonna wear this shirt. What is FYM? He's dope and can still eat and sleep. Is that a head? Yes, it is a head. Oh, I don't know, dude. I assumed if you're smoking meth, then you cannot sleep. But I'm just basing that off of everything that I've seen on TV and things like that. Everything. Oops. I have 3 kids in a 2-car garage and about 15 total cars. Very well run. Where do you keep the cars at? The 15 cars? I'm not saying that I'm making a valid excuse. But I'm saying I do not have time. And by I do not have time, I mean I'm not making any time to clean. What are you working on, Gearhead Garage, right now? All right. Let me get my new picks out. Caught in the garage, rest, line up, clean my front yard. On a 63 bug. Nice. I've been wanting to get a Volkswagen trike, but I have not found a cheap enough one yet. And yeah, I'm doing the best I can as far as lining up the bikes outside, but I'm constantly pulling them in and out of the garage and working on them one at a time. Just can't do it. I try my hardest. I mean, I was working on the Ultima for a while, and then ended up getting the EX500, the Kawasaki Ninja, the one I'm replacing these fork seals for. Ended up getting that for free. And then I was like, I'll start messing around with it. And then, and I'm getting the CV750 for a really good deal. And then 2 days later, got the Shovelhead for a really good deal. Gearhead, we don't all have 80s or clean for our life. Yeah, I don't know. I just cannot, in my mind, is difficult for me to work on one thing, and I don't know. I don't really care. To a certain extent, I cannot have it too dirty, but I will let it get dirty to a certain degree. Once it becomes unbearable, then I'm like, I gotta do something about it. But it's just gonna get dirty again. I'm not sure actually, Gearhead, if you... Yeah, I mean, let me show you the rest of the garage. If that scared you, you might not want to see this. This is gonna be... You're gonna not like this. These are for the CB750. That's for the BMW. That's for the Kawasaki Ninja. Or the Kawasaki Vulcan. That's for the pit bike. That's for the Vulcan. That's for if I ever become a Ninja Warrior. Yeah, it's not looking good. There is a method to it. Somewhat. This has to get a wheel on it or a tire on it. This, I don't know. I have 2 KZ1000 bearings, so that's not really. These are shovel head pipes, but I don't think I'll use those anymore. This I have to list on eBay. This is the gas tank and the fender pile. This is well, that's where I keep that. This is the mill, and this is where the eBay stuff goes. All the eBay listing stuff, and then yeah, it's just a huge mess back here. This is supposed to be the welding area, and right now it's just being occupied. Yeah, it's not very clean. That's all right. I'm making it work. All right. So I'm going to try and do these one at a time just so I don't mess them up or lose track of the order of anything. So I did take one of these off maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Took it completely apart and then got the seals, and they were the wrong ones. So yeah, I'm going to try and get these new seals installed. Also, the seal tool that I got, a lot of people online were saying it is like you have to kind of modify it a little bit to get it to work, so we'll see how far I get into it. Dang it. My watch is pretty much dead. To check what time it is, because I'm trying to cut myself off at midnight every night now. Luckily, these springs have been sitting out, getting exposed to the elements for a couple of weeks. So ideally, if you're going to be replacing your fork seals, you definitely want to make sure that all the components are covered in all sorts of metal shavings and dirt and debris and little hairs and stuff like that. Make sure it's thoroughly coated so that when you install it, all that stuff will get mixed into all the fork components and it'll, you know, mix in nicely. I also have to look up which side goes on the top or bottom. You can see that these springs are a little bit tighter at the bottom. I'm guessing at the bottom versus the top, but I'll have to double check that. Let's see if I can stuff this rag down here. Clean this out a little bit better. Okay. You can see it at the bottom. See if we can spray some carb cleaner down there. That'll solve it. A little bit of carb cleaner. That's good. It's not hard to tell what that is. It looks like a little pile of dirt. I guess it's a little pile of dirt. Listening to Sylvester Stallone. Let me check and see what I'm listening to, actually. The last song was called no, it was not called Sylvester Stallone. This one is called Galba v. Shotgun. But the picture is of Arnold Schwarzenegger, so you were close. In some weird way. Yeah, picture of Arnold on there. And he looks like he's doing something pretty sick. Possibly on some sort of mission. I don't know. Let me try this alter instead. It's probably a little easier. Nice. Knock over all the fork oil. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear how I need to clean up. All right? Peanut tank is going to stay there until I find a better spot for it. All right, I have about, I don't know, 0 hanging room in the garage left. So it's either get a storage area or storage space or something. I don't really have a yard to store anything in. Everything's just in the front of my house. I guess you could consider it a yard, but it's like 6-foot patch of dirt in front of the house. I don't think I'm supposed to be parking 6 motorcycles out there. Pretty sure that wasn't part of the deal. Parking 6 motorcycles out front. But you know what? My wife is being very kind and considerate about the cause. All right, definitely hit the bottom there. Got to rotate it a little bit. Just stuff the rag down into the bottom. Nice. That thing was nasty. Oh yeah, looks way better. All right. So let me make sure all that. Nice. All that brake fluid comes out. Let me try and clean this out a little bit. Or the carb cleaner, I mean. I inhaled too much brake fluid. I inhaled too much .4 brake fluid. Nice. Getting it all cleaned up. Okay. A lot of built up dirt on the inside of here. And I'm using a metal pick. And you know what? I can see probably why this fork seal failed. It's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of damaged right here on the inside. Let me now take off the seal. This seal right here. I think this is the actual fork seal. I think the other piece is called a wiper. You can see it's pretty tore up and crunchy. Let me do a little quick destruction test on this and see what it will take to get this thing to get a little breakage going.
My daughter's in ballet,
And you need a set of bun, and you don't know what
And she's not good at it.
exactly.
This will keep her hair sleek, and this will keep it cute. Get beauty from people who get.
All right. I'm going to take the fork seal, throw in this little vise. And let me switch this around real quick so I can zoom in for you guys. You just tighten it and see what happens. I would assume it's supposed to be like somewhat flexible. And this seems pretty crunchy. Put on my little patriotic safety goggles. This thing could bust out of here at any moment. I'm gonna use my protective rag, make sure in case it busts out, it doesn't hit me in the face. It'll just damage my hand. I'm gonna guess 32% damage to my finger. Nope, it's not doing anything. It is got a lot of resistance. Okay. Well, is the fork seal supposed to stay like that? Let's see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the new fork seal. I'm going to take it in here and I'm going to crunch it in here. And I'm going to see exactly how hard I can crunch it before I ruin it. You guys ready? Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. How would I destroy this perfectly good seal? You think that that's the kind of channel this is, where I have money to just be like destroying things like that? Like, this isn't Mark Rover here. Like, come on. I had to order these parts twice. These are the wrong parts. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure these fit real quick before I go doing all this nonsense to it. Okay, yeah, it's gonna fit. It's definitely seems like the right one. It definitely seems like it's the right one. So that's good enough for me. If you thought this freaking Orange County choppers, guess what? We're not that professional. All right, I can throw a chair, but that's about it. And my mustache isn't that crazy. But yeah, this definitely, I don't know. Maybe it is supposed to be that hard. Either way, this thing seemed pretty crusty. I don't know. Let me wipe this thing down real good. You know what? There we go. How about that? I just feel like somebody's watching me. You guys ever feel like that? In this case, it's Courtney. So yeah, from what I understand, you do not replace this piece, or you don't, at least don't scrape it, from what I understand. Taking off this washer. And yeah, you're not supposed to like scuff it up or anything. You're supposed to just wipe it down, from what I understand. If you understand differently, let me know. But that's what it said online. And in the owner's manual, I believe, too. So, just gonna give this a little wipe down. How about this? I can't see that. That's fine. You'll see it someday when the truth is revealed about what's really been going on behind the scenes. Oh, I should probably make sure I keep track of that because it is showing me something, a way to install it. Made in Taiwan, huh? All Balls Racing. Fork seal kit. All right. Well, without screwing this up and forgetting what I'm doing, she just winked at me. I'm sure she did. She does that sometimes. She's kind of a flirt. That's why she's got all this grease on her face. Sometimes she likes to get dirty and get hands on in the garage. Put this washer back on here, and just want to look at this little. It's got a little tiny picture on it that shows how to install it, and I just want to double check and make sure that that's. I would assume that it's got a. What's up, One the Best? How you been, man? One the Best. Yeah, I figured that's probably the top. This is probably the bottom. So I'm gonna try it and see if that's the correct way. I think it is. Dust sealing libs installed toward oil. Yeah, that is correct. Okay, so let's see. This would go on here, just like so. Slide it down, and make sure that I get it all caught up on this road grime and stuff. Nice. Should have probably cleaned that off beforehand. Oh well. Let's see. Should have a plastic. You guys don't have these, and you have kids, and you want to introduce them to what it's like to clean off gaskets on stuff. Get them a plastic razor blade and tell them, hey, go at it, son. Go ahead, have a ball, and give them a little dirty gasket area on maybe a oil pan and say, get all that gasket material off there, son. I'll give you 50 cents if you can get it all off there. You know, you can buy it 50 cents at the ice cream man. Right now, probably about nothing. But you know what? Clean off enough oil pan, son, you could buy yourself a big stick. That was the cheapest ice cream.
First responders rely on the latest technology. That's why T-Mobile created T-Priority.
This thing is about as slow as a slug in syrup. I can't imagine anything slower.
For first responders.
And you know that slug is going slow on purpose.
A successful car starts with over 14.
He hates being in that syrup.
Crafted parts perfectly.
You get a real razor blade real quick. Not that it matters, because what's done is done, right? I already done ruined the seal already. Just like I ruined everything else. Who are these people? Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's on there good. Alright, I've had enough of this nonsense. I ain't doing any of that anymore. That's stupid. Alright, so let's see. You just slide on there, I think. There it goes. Nice. So, got the seal on there. It's all good to go. And now, I believe the way it goes, if I remember correctly, I believe this spring goes on here. Yoink. Okay. And then I think this goes into the fork tube like this, I think. Like that, right? And then this little shenanigan right here, this gets bolted on here, okay? And then this whole thing gets put into this fork lower, boom, and then a bolt goes through this bottom hole right here, all the way through, sneaks its way through this hole, peeks its way through, make sure no one's in there, goes all the way through right there, through the bottom, and it bolts into the bottom of this. So that's basically, and of course the spring goes in this tube. So that's how a motorcycle fork works, essentially. It's just liquid. It's just fork oil. And the fluid is going through this little hole right here and going through here and blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Black magic goes on in here. Don't even worry about this. Once you put the fluid in, leave it alone. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that what I'm going to do is, let's see. I think that what I will do is I will make sure this is going to be good. Let me find the bolts for this. Leave it right here. Clean these off. Don't even think twice about it, how that stuff inside works. I don't want to hear it. Don't ask. Go ask your parents how that stuff works. Not for me to explain. Go ask them how hydraulic motorcycle forks work. Oh yeah, I know, dude. Putting it on my bike. Yeah, I know, Elias. Oh, thanks, man. The leather face mask. Oh yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, I just need a chainsaw. Yeah, one the best. Yeah, I have not put a engine on a bicycle in a while, but I was actually talking about it earlier today about possibly doing it again. Oh my gosh, we've had a lot of frogs coming around our neighborhood recently, toads, and it's kind of an invasion, kind of an invasive species at this point. And they don't make sounds all the time, but when they do, they sound mean. I know. It's been a while since the SimFast days, dude. SimFast is gone, man. They are completely gone. The good old days, back when I used to change oil for a living. That was fun. Get covered in hot oil all day long, and yeah, never ever not be saturated in oil. All right, let's see if I can fit this in here. Well, I guess I should probably put on the other seal first. The actual outer, the wiper, I think it's called. And I am really hoping that's what this is. This is the first one that I ordered from You Just Crap Your Pants. Dude, I'm right there with you, Julian. That's my son's name. liquid on Gizmo. I know. If Gizmo were to get that liquid on him, I don't think he'd even turn into a gremlin. I think it would be like the next level beyond a gremlin if that liquid got on him. I'm not talking about the fork oil. I'm talking about the frog liquid from when I just stepped on that toad earlier. The freaking Kung Pao Fury. Let's see what All Balls Racing sent me this time. It's kind of concerning, All Balls, because their stuff is like, yeah, this will fit a 1992 Craftsman lawnmower. It'll also fit a Kawasaki Ninja. It'll also fit a, oh my gosh, don't tell me. Oh my gosh, it is the wrong one. Dang it. Good thing I freaking opened it before I... Gosh darn it. Well, the never-ending saga. I guess it's just going to have to continue. So, I thought that they had sent me just the wipers for the forks last time, and I was like, dang it, man, they didn't send me the actual inner part of the fork, the seal right here. So I was like, okay, I ordered the right one, and turns out that they did not send me the right wiper either.
A close watch on his spending helps him
And
resist
I think it's probably too late for me to
By tracking
return it.
spending in the Wells Fargo
Obviously,
mobile app,
this is not the right
James wins
size.
again.
I'm going to still try and return it because this is some... No, actually, that's what it was. I think that my wife bought me these around the end of July, around my birthday, and I could not return them, but I thought... Get to the chopper. I thought, you know what? This is just the wiper. It's not the inside part, but I guess I was wrong. I don't think I can actually return these now that I think about it. So, thanks a lot, All Balls. You guys said that was going to fit. Did not fit. So, 100% useless to me now. This is what I think of All Balls Racing right now. Right? That's what I think. Okay? And as far as this stinking sticker, mix or whites, what boots am I wearing? These are some freaking, these are called Georgia boots. These things are freaking the most comfortable boots I have ever worn in my life. I've been wearing them since last Christmas, and guess what? Guess what? I'm asking for them again for Christmas this year because they are so freaking comfortable. It's the most comfortable boot I've ever worn. For whites, I'm going to go with reds if I have to choose. If I have to choose, I'll go with reds. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking about basketball? I don't watch any sports, but I'll go with the Knicks. How about that? If you're going to put money on it, put it on the Knicks. That's my number one pick. They call me Pick Nick. All right? And guess what? I got all the good food. How about that, Pick Nick? Got the new sticker on there. It's good enough. Also, got to get this thing going. That freaking Ultima. This bike is... You want to talk about fast? This bike is scary fast. That was the first bike that I've ever accidentally wheelied, and it had so much power. It had enough power that it broke the rear axle on that bike. Literally broke the axle, and that's why it's been out of commission for a couple years. All right. Well, looks like I've been foiled again, guys, with the fork seals at least. That sucks. I'm gonna have to order a new set. I'll probably go live pretty soon when I go pick up my buddy's scooter. He's got a little Vespa style scooter, and I'm going to help him get it running. It is running already, but it's got a couple of issues, so I'm going to help him out with that. And yeah, I need to go pick that up, but he lives not that far. He lives about, I don't know, 30 minutes away from my house, so a little bit of a mission to go grab the scooter and drive it all the way back here to fix it. That's weird. There's literally parrots flying around at night. Pretty weird for San Diego. Usually I see them on the daytime moment. You still stay in the 19. In the 19. In the 19. Yeah, I'm still staying in San Diego. I have not left San Diego yet. Despite it being incredibly expensive, I have survived among the motorcycles and swap meet garbage that have been accumulating. Not actually garbage. As I always say, not garbage. You know how it is, man. You still out in San Diego? I haven't seen anybody from my old job. I went searching for them, but they did not want to be found.
Getting your flu shot at CVS.
I am not getting no
because
darn
we'll work around the most important
flu
schedules.
shot. Not today.
Yours.
It's way too late. The CVS isn't even open. How would I even get one right
Hey,
now?
this is Cole, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Pretzel Cheddar Club is the spicy filet with the pretzel bun.
You tell me about it. Tell me about that pretzel bun, please. I need to know. Well, you know what? At least I got the light set up. That's a success. All right. Anyone have any votes on where I should put all these new tools? My vote is to shove them into this cardboard box. Shove them into this cardboard box for now. Until, well, I guess I could kind of move it around and throw them all in these little tiny ones. Is reading a behind-the-scenes look at some exclusive tool placement here on Fang's Garage. This is usually for Patreon members only. Exclusive content. I don't even know what Patreon is, to be honest with you. I'll figure it out someday. For now, I just want to figure out what's going on with the police helicopter. What were they looking for? Are they looking for me? Are they just trying to see what's going to happen next? Are they just trying to see the progress on the EX500 forks? That's probably why they're leaving. Like, ah, dang it, he got the wrong part again. How many times is he going to do this? This is like his thing to do, is get the wrong parts. It's like what he does for fun. doesn't even like working on motorcycles. I don't think he just likes disappointing people by ordering all the wrong parts, getting it all built up. Left for a bit, came back. Where'd you go, man? Fuzz Buzz. What's going on, Fuzz Buzz? This thing is way too ridiculous to try and move with the seat on. Give you guys an even further view back. This is a never before seen view on Fang's garage. Give me a second here to orient this camera. You're getting the backside view of Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan, oh heck no. Check it out. This is something that you guys have never seen before, and I'll show you now. This is the pole that the camera is always on. And look. It's a broom. That's why I call it the broom cam. From the broom to the tomb. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Peanut tank is still holding on strong. Let's hope it holds on for one more day. Or else it may be the end. Courtney keeping watch. Courtney does reply to all the comments. In case you guys are curious, she does reply to all of them. But she is very mean sometimes, so don't take it personally. She's just tired.
Any questions?
Yes.
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums.
Nice, unskippable ad.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
Exactly what I
Do you
wanted.
live in space?
What's in your one?
California, the whole nation is
my
counting.
gosh.
Republicans want to steal enough seats in Congress to rig the
Do they
next
want to help me
election
with these
and
bikes?
wield unchecked
Or they
power
just want to
for 2
steal
more
stuff?
years. With Prop 50, you can stop
How about they
Republicans
freaking steal
in their
me some
tracks.
parts?
Return your ballot today. Vote yes on 50.
I need a rigid frame for a CB750. How about they steal that for me instead of trying to steal all this other stuff? Vote yes on Fang's garage, finishing at least one project for real. Also, to be fair, Gearhead Garage, if you're still watching, which I'm sure you are. If not, I'm sure you're probably working on one of your projects, but the reason I am working on several projects at once is because, for example, the BMW motorcycle, I just wanted to get it running so that I knew it wasn't just sitting out in the front yard, sitting there. I feel a little bit better about the projects that I have. If I do have 8 motorcycles, if they're all running, but if it's a good enough deal, I gotta buy it. Nothing wrong. No, for the billionth time, not on meth. But yes, that is the most common one. I have seen one guy where I'm probably about 99% sure that he is on meth and he does YouTube live stuff. And to be fair, I will not say his name because he might just be trying to be cool. I mean, crazy with his stuff, but he looks like a clown and he's got, he makes my background look like a normal. He makes it look like a normal. He makes me look like a home improvement background. That guy, I watch him and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's going all out. I don't want to say his name though because I don't want to make it seem mean, but that guy, he might be on something. This is a little bit too, it's a little crazy. I'm legit just trying to work on 8 motorcycles and I collect weird masks and weird things from the swap meet. So yeah, I guess you could say that. How about this? No way. Will this be perfect for storage or what? Could someone smoking meth think of this idea? I'm sure they probably have. How about that? Literally, if I want to work on something, check it out. I just hung up the other one. Oh, nice. You guys are currently on the wood clamp cam. It is not a successful mounting point, but let me take it off so you guys can see without the camera busting off here. Meth up, man. I'm working on a project too, man. I feel like other people's requests always set you back. Brains guy who looks like he lives in a tent. Oh, yes. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. It does look like he's in a circus tent. But that guy, I could see maybe, he's not really working on any projects. I'm literally trying to work on 8 motorcycles at once. So in a way, it is kind of a circus. I am juggling a lot of things. But yeah, look, I had these existing chains from this light that I use normally. And I just installed this work light, or just made some hooks on the garage door so that when I'm working on projects out there, you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I just was like, hey, I'm guessing it would be the exact same size, and it is. So now when I'm working on projects, I could just take out this bottom light and move it outside, and or get double the light inside here. Maybe if I leave these grow lights on, the chopper will start to form on its own. A cocoon will develop. Nice. Well, little step, progress step. I said today, you know what? I got to get some better lighting for the Fang's Garage live streams. I'm not doing it justice. Here with Courtney and this modified old Masquerade mask, and of course the Iron Maiden mask. This thing's sick. When I send this to my nephew, his mind's gonna be completely blown. Yeah, the Edgar Allan Poe mask, I'll give you that much. All right, guys, Courtney's wasted. I'm pretty tired. I gotta go to work in like 5 hours, so that's it. Go hit the subscribe button. Prove the people wrong that are saying that I'm just a meth head. I am literally just working on a bunch of motorcycles, going to the swap meet, and drinking a bunch of Celsius and using nicotine all day. So, not the same. See you guys. Go subscribe. I'm out. Later.